Hello everybody out there in the music community. This is Mike or Soldier 777 and time for an edition of
The Mail.
That's right, time for an edition of the Mail. And these come from three different sources: Girder Records, Rocks Records, and Alternative Records. Let's get right to it. So the first one we have is the Petra 50th anniversary. Here's the outer sleeve of it. There you have it. And here's it's a 3 CD plus booklet wallet. So here's this side of there, and show different periods of the band's history and promo photos in it. There you have it. Pretty cool. And here's a booklet. It comes with a thick booklet. And here's the album cover. And here's the inside of the Picture Praise album, the first one. And it shows different pictures, and there's a big old write-up on it. There you have it. So, and Petra was one of the first bands that I got into back in '85 when I got into Christian rock, hard rock, and metal. So very pleased to have this. I can get the vinyl records of it, because I prefer to just get their studio albums as they get reissued in vinyl. I may get in the future, I'm not sure yet, but right now it's on a big thing on my list. So that's the Petra one. The other thing I got from Girder Music was the Unisinners of Saints' second album, One More Shot. This came out back in 2022, and Girder Music reissued it on their label. Kind of cool. And of course, there's nothing comes on black vinyl with the custom centering, which is kind of cool. There's a regular black vinyl. And also comes with the standard lyric sheet as well. There's a band of pick of two bands members, John Slitch and Billy Smalley, in the studio with the lyrics there. So it's kind of cool to have that in my collection. As you may know, this is sort of an all-star band. It's got 4 members of Whiteheart, Deliverance. Of course, Petra with John Slitch, and he on this one, the one before that, the self-titled one, Dave Ellis of Megadeth makes a guest appearance and plays bass on the tune, so it's kind of cool. So there's sort of an all-star lineup kind of bands kind of thing, so it's kind of cool. So that's my Girder Records edition. Also too, with the Petra one comes with 3 postcards or trading cards. It's got one there with John Slitzer with a foil stamp there. There you have it. Also got the classic picture of Bob Hartman back in the late 80s, early 90s. So that's kind of cool. And I was one of 75 people to get a signed card by John Slitzer and Bob Hartman. So only 75 people was lucky enough to get one of these, and I was one of them. That's really cool. There you have it. That'll definitely be a big boost to my Petra collection. So that's my Girder Records update. Also too, also got a shipment from Rocks Records, and what I got was the Swedish version of Leviticus, I Shall Conquer, which is Jag Skal Segra, was kind of cool. And I got the English version of this album. Because Girder Records there, but a couple years ago, reissued all the albums on CD and vinyl a year or two ago. So I got all those on CD and vinyl. But as you may know too, I found the mix on the first album a tad bit muddy. I know when Rob Cowell worked his magic, I believe he made it a little less muddier, a bit more clearer. Because I had this cassette from years ago. But I think I like the mix of this version better, of the Swedish version, a bit better than the North American version, where they had the English version. To me, the instruments stand out more in this one than the English version. So that's just my opinion. Anyway, listen to this entire album, and it's pretty good. So, not my favorite Leviticus album. I mean, there are a couple songs are okay, which is the one of the songs, which these are written in Swedish, I forget which one it is now. It might be the 4th or 5th track. It's got that light, jazzy kind of tune. I forget the name of it now, but but overall, it's a pretty good album. I would rank this probably 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of overall ranking, either version. So, so that's the Leviticus version, Jal Scout Segra, which means I shall conquer in English. And here's an early picture of the band there as well. So, and here's the back of the CD there. It's kind of cool. I may get the vinyl of this in the future. But like I said, this is what I have. I have this on a CD right now currently. So it's kind of cool to have in my collection. And my liking for Leviticus went up quite a bit since I got those Girder issues. Also got the Rox Records got the limited edition version of only a few copies of Jerusalem Kriegsman on vinyl. So I want to get a copy of that as well. This is only Leviticus that I have on vinyl. It was reissued by Fruit Records, I think it is, or Pierce Records, back a few years back. So yeah, Pierce Records, because here's the custom centering for the label there. Pierce Records. This was done back in about 2017, 2018 was reissued, and Rox Records got a few copies. So I want to get one because this is one of my favorite Jerusalem albums. And I don't mind having a different language because you pretty much know what they're singing about anyway, because I got the English version on CD forget now. Boone's Overstock did a few years back. I got all for the first 6 albums. So here's the front part. The iconic album cover was kind of cool. Here's the back part with the band picks and song titles. And there's a nice gatefold. There you have it. See, all gatefold. So it's kind of cool to have in my collection. So really pleased to have this in my collection. Like I said, this is probably one of my top Jerusalem albums. It's probably Jerusalem had about roughly around a dozen albums over the years, or so, or 10 or 11 albums, and this probably definitely ranked in my top 5. So. That's my Rox Records came in the mail, and all these albums came in about last week before. I think it was last week they came in. So there you have it. Next up, we have a new album from a band I really got into last year or two, and this band's called Narnia. And about their record and CD from Alternative Records. So here we have Ghost Town. There you have it. And there's a back title. I like the artwork, by the way; it's pretty cool. This is the first album came out. This is the first album in 4 years. The last one came out in 2019, called "From Darkness to Light." So here's the back part and front part. And of course, the comes with lyrics and a few black and white photos inside of the band, that kind of thing. So there you have it. So not much inside except for like a few pictures of the band. There you have it. So it's kind of cool. So here's the CD tray, and here is the behind the CD tray. So there you have it. So glad I had it in my collection. Of course, here's a record, the vinyl version of it. So and the lyric sheet pretty much the same as the CD sheet. So and it comes with standard black vinyl. There you have it. And here is the back of there. So love the artwork, by the way. Kind of got that lighthouse look to it. Kind of cool. So, and also all these records are black vinyl. Didn't know if I mentioned it before. The standard black vinyl for all the records. So, and I got a few postcards from or stickers from Alternative Records. Here's this classic eagle or phoenix symbol. And here's a postcard or sticker from Sigmund Regis, another band on the label. Here's one from Theocracy, As the World Bleeds. So I got this on CD, by the way, so it's kind of cool. So comes with a few good little goodies. Anyway, folks, that's my recent haul in the mail. Really pleased to have this. It's been a long while since I had a haul in the mail. I believe the last video was back in April. So really pleased to have this in my collection. I got one more coming from pre-order coming from Girder Music, a couple different bands, and I'll show that as soon as it comes in. It should arrive some point between now and in July to pre-order. So anyway, folks, have a great day. All the best and keep rocking. Bye now.